and welcome to Ivy English. I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is September 6th, and we're talking about the love-hate relationship with coriander. Coriander is 香菜, right?
香菜。
香菜。
Yeah. 这个是英国的英式的说法，这个美国人很多人也叫它的 cilantro.
Oh, yeah. Cilantro, coriander. But according to many of my Taiwanese friends, it's just the smell of death.
Oh, okay.
It's really funny. I have friends that, like, if it even touches it, if it even touches 1 grain of rice in the rice dish, I will not eat that rice dish.
Really?
Like, when we're talking love-hate, we're talking love is like, yeah, it's really good. Hate is like, die 1,000 deaths, get away from me.
Yeah. 好，所以呢，我们看到这个地方讲这个英文标题 LoveHate Relationship 就是这个又爱又恨的一种，或者是有的人是爱，有的人是恨这样的一种关系，跟这个香菜的关系。那我们的中文标题是香菜是香还是怪？你是哪一派？那刚刚这 Angela 老师讲说，他有很多台湾的朋友对这个香菜是敬谢不敏，而且是非常怕这个味道。你只要菜或者是饭里面有一点点香菜味道，他们整盘整碗都不吃了。
And honestly, that's really unfortunate because coriander is all throughout our cuisine. Like, what do you do if you're a coriander hater and you're at a Taiwanese restaurant? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, 但这个其实蛮可惜，因为这个大部分的料理里面都可以放香菜。
Yeah, and it's so good.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Me too. So yeah, we're on the love spectrum of coriander.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I can't understand why people hate it.
Actually, though, I think, you know, the article, I'm going to spoil it for you. The article says it has something to do with your genetic makeup. I think it has something to do with your gut biome. It has to do with how your digestion, all the different little guys you have in your guts. Do you know, like, you're carrying, like, 10,000 different kinds of little guys in your gut. They're all helping you digest your food. And if your gut biome is, like, off balance, you don't digest well. And if you do have a good one, then you pretty much can eat anything. And there's a theory. The reason I know all this is because I'm allergic to wheat, and so I've been getting into trying to figure out why I suddenly became allergic to wheat about 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago now. Anyways, and I think it has to do with how much stress levels you have and whether or not you have the right guys in your gut to digest things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so recently, I've started to like coriander less. I've started to taste this soapy metallic flavor that people talk about, and I'm like, this might be a gut biome thing.
Yeah. 好，那这个 biome 这个字呢 B-I-O-M-E 它的意思就是生物群系，就是一群一群的生物还有它们的系统。那这个地方其实我觉得大概我们肠道里面的菌种这种东西，其实 Angela 说可能是这些东西影响我们对于这个香菜喜欢不喜欢。因为他讲说他之前去靠中医调整体质，所以他本来很喜欢香菜，那现在没有那么喜欢了。我们中文通常中医更广泛的讲，就是你的体质有点改变了。
Yeah. So let's read the article so you know what the heck we're talking about. Coriander, also known as cilantro, is an herb beloved by many people worldwide. It is used in various Chinese, Latin, Greek, and Spanish cuisines. Moreover, coriander is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and thus provides many health benefits, such as lowering cholesterol and blood sugar levels, and having anti-inflammatory properties. So, why do some people hate coriander? They describe it as having a metallic or soapy taste. The reason for this seems to be related to their genetic makeup. There are certain genes that make it taste unpleasant for some people. In regions where coriander is commonly consumed, like India or Central America, few people possess coriander hater genes. Conversely, in places like East Asia, some 20% of the population find that coriander tastes like soap. For those who hate this soapy herb, there's a perfect day for them to join with others and pile on the hate. February 24th. This date is celebrated as International I Hate Coriander Day. A Facebook page, aptly named I Hate Coriander, started in 2013 and soon swelled to 200,000 followers. The page became so popular that merchandise displaying people's outright dislike for coriander was being sold on the site. Out of this Facebook page, the International I Hate Coriander Day was born. In Japan, people are coriander crazy. The country boasts cafes and restaurants that specialize in dishes with coriander. The herb has found its way into various foods and products, including chips, soups, ramen, salads, cheeses, fried eggs, spring rolls, and even candles. While some people would never want to eat coriander and would celebrate its demise, there are an equal number of folks who want to add it to everything they eat. Wow, my friend Xiaoding should not go to Japan, that's for sure. Okay, so let's talk about it. Coriander, also known as cilantro. This used to confuse me as a child. I thought it was two separate herbs because we grew coriander seed in the garden, but then we would buy cilantro. Or we would get cilantro at the market. The point being, I thought that these were two different species. Like, I thought that there was one that was just for seeds and there was one that was just for the greens. But in fact, it's the same plant. They are two different species, it turns out, that we were growing and buying. But it's the same plant. Okay. And the name is used interchangeably. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, there is a name confusion for this herb. But it is beloved by many people worldwide. Now, notice I said herb without saying the H. Other English speakers will say herb. And I once had a fight with an Irish person about it, and I did not come off well in that fight. I embarrassed myself, so I'm not going to explain the fight. But it turns out that other people can say herb, and it's okay. You don't have to say herb. And it's beloved by many people worldwide.
好，所以呢，我们可以看到这个句子，他说这 coriander also known as cilantro。那刚 Angela 讲说，他小时候其实以为这是两种不同的植物，因为他们家有种这个 coriander seeds， 结果呢，从外面买回来香菜，他们叫 cilantro， 其实是同一个东西。虽然说他们种的跟他们吃的两个品种不同，但都是香菜。很多人可能会搞不清楚，那其实一个是英国人比较常用的，一个是美国人比较常用的名字。所以香菜呢 coriander 另外一个名字叫做 cilantro， 它是一种 herb， 就是一种草本植物。那这 herb 这个 H 呢，在美式英文是不发音的，但是呢，在这个英式英文或者其他 variety of English， 这个 H 有可能会发音的。所以它是一种草本植物呢 beloved， 它是被深受喜爱，因为这个地方是 is an herb that is beloved， 所以这个地方呢，严格的说应该是念 beloved。另外呢，如果有一个形容词叫做 beloved， 它放在名词的前面来修饰这个名词，例如说这是 my beloved 什么什么东西，这个时候是念成 beloved。那在这里呢，严格说来应该是念成 beloved， 所以它是一个草本植物呢，是 beloved by many people， 是很多人所喜爱的一种这个草本植物，而且是 people worldwide， 是全世界 throughout the world 都有很多人很爱这样的一个草本植物。
Now, it is used in various cuisines, including Chinese, Latin, Greek, and Spanish. By Latin, we don't mean the language. By Latin, we mean Latin America, and that includes Central and South America, also Mexico.
好，所以这个地方讲到说 it is used， 它被使用 it is used in various 在不同的中国料理 Chinese Latin 在这里指的是这个拉丁美洲，还有呢在希腊还有在西班牙的 cuisines 料理里面很多的料理都会用到这个东西。
Moreover, and more, I don't know, moreover, there's not a quick, fast word that's better than moreover, but it just sounds so formal. Moreover, coriander is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. If you're rich in something, it means that you have a lot of it. And advertising speak loves to use things like, it's rich in this. It sounds rich. It sounds amazing. There's a lot of vitamins. There's a lot of minerals. There's a lot of antioxidants. Antioxidants are things that supposedly help keep you feeling younger and take poisons out of your blood. And thus provides many health benefits, such as lowering cholesterol, so you get less sticky things in your blood veins. And blood sugar levels. Oh, it can lower your blood sugar levels. That's good, especially if you're pre-diabetic. And also having anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammatory just means that it's on fire. But what's on fire? It means that your body temperature is too high, or it means that your body tissues are having a immune response. And so if something is anti-inflammatory, it calms your body down. And that's a good thing because we all eat way too many inflammatory foods.
好，所以呢 moreover 此外 coriander is rich in to be rich in something 这个的富含什么什么好，这个 食品啊，或者是什么一些健康食品，常常就跟你讲这个本产品富含什么什么啊，英文就是 is rich in。所以呢，这个香菜它什么东西富含什么呢？富含维他命、矿物质，还有抗氧化剂。Antioxidants 就是抗氧化剂 and thus 那因为富含这些东西呢，它会怎么样 provides 它会提供 many 很多的 health benefits 就是健康的好处。那什么健康好处呢？它有举例 such as 例如它会 lowering 它会降低你的什么东西呢？ cholesterol levels 就是你的胆固醇的值levels 就是一个指数值，一个水准水平或者是一个数值。它也可以降低你的 blood sugar levels 你的血糖值，所以这个对身体很好。那而且呢，这个另外一个 such as 第一件事情是 lowering 这个胆固醇还有血糖，另外第二个是 having 所以都是 ing 对 ing， 同时它也有一些怎么样抗发炎的特性 properties 就是特性， anti-inflammatory 就是抗发炎，因为这个 inflammatory 就是指发炎的，像在燃烧一样，所以它可以抗发炎，所以这都是它的特性。
So why do some people hate coriander? Well, they describe it as having a metallic or soapy taste. If you describe something as something, you're saying it's like this thing. So metallic means like metal, like when you suck on a spoon, that taste of your silverware. Or soapy taste, I'm sure you know what that is.
所以呢，为什么有些人会 hate 会讨厌 coriander 呢？那他们 describe it as 所以 describe A as B 就是把 A 描述成为 B 那个样子，所以他们描述这个 it 就是指 coriander， 他们认为他们把香菜描述成为是怎么样，是有一种 metallic 就是金属的，或者是 soapy 肥皂的那个味道，他们觉得这个香菜吃起来有那种金属味或者是肥皂味。
Now, the reason for this seems to be related to or have some relationship with their genetic makeup. Genetic is the genes. And so the genes that make you who you are your genetic makeup. They make up you. They make you up.
好，所以呢，他说 the reason for this 就是这个的原因，叫 the reason for this 这个的原因 seems to， 所以这作者也不是说完全100%的确定，因为科学界也可能还没确定，所以原因呢似乎是怎么样 be related to 就和什么有关呢？和他们的 genetic makeup 和他们的基因构成有关，或基因组成有关。
So there are certain genes that make cilantro taste unpleasant for some people.
所以呢，为什么跟基因构成有关呢？他说有一些基因 certain 就是某一种某一些基因，所以有某一些基因呢 that 这个基因会，这个 that 就指这些基因 make it 就是让 coriander taste 让这个香菜尝起来是 unpleasant 就是不会让人高兴，其实就是不好吃的意思。所以有一些基因会让香菜 for some people 对某些人来讲呢，他们吃起来会觉得香菜不好吃。这一句就交代对某些人来讲，这些基因就会让这个香菜吃起来不好吃。
So in regions, so areas of the world where coriander is commonly consumed or eaten, like India or Central America, which is also called Latin America, Central and Southern America are called Latin America. So in these areas, few people possess coriander hater genes. So I want to point out, we said few people. We didn't say a few people. So a few is a positive, like, oh, there's at least one or two who do. But if you say few, it means, not many. So a few and few have a huge difference in meaning. In this case, we want to say not many people possess or own coriander hater genes. So people in India and Central America, very few people do not like coriander.
好，所以我们可以看到他说在 regions 一些区域地区，在这些地区 where 就是指在这些 regions 这 coriander is commonly consumed， 在这些地区香菜是很普遍的被大家食用， consume 就是食用，在这也是被动，它是被食用。所以在一些吃香菜的地区，简单的说，例如什么呢？例如印度或者是拉丁美洲或者中美洲 Central America 也叫 Latin America。那在这些地方呢 few people， 那刚刚 Angela 老师提出一个很重要的文法，就是 few 是 not many 的意思，就是不多，而且很多时候 few 就是几乎没有。可是 a few 前面加个 a 的话就不一样， a few 是 several 的意思，所以 a few 是正面的，就是有一些，那 few 是几乎是负面否定的，就是几乎没有，就不多的意思。所以在这些地区呢，这个不多的人，就是只有少数的人，他们 possess 他们拥有这个 coriander hater genes， 就讨厌香菜的这种基因。 Coriander hater 就是会讨厌香菜的人，所以在中美洲还有这个印度很多人吃香菜，那这个地方的人呢，很少有人会有那种讨厌香菜的基因。
Conversely, in places like East Asia, some 20% or 1/5 of the population find that coriander tastes like soap. So there's a lot more people in East Asia, our area of the world, our neck of the world, as we like to say. By the way, conversely, another word you could use is in contrast. So conversely just means oppositely, really. But oppositely is an awkward word that I don't recommend you use. Conversely is a much more elegant word to say the same thing.
好，所以呢，大家把这个 conversely 这个字可以学起来，它就是 in contrast 的意思，就相对来讲。所以相对来讲呢 ，in places like East Asia， 在东亚这些地方呢 ，some 就大约有20%的 population， 所以 some 20% of the population 就是在东亚呢，人口里面大概有20%的人呢 find that 就他们觉得 find 在这里不是找到，是觉得的意思。他们觉得呢，这个 coriander tastes like soap。尝起来味道就好像肥皂一样。
And so, for those who hate this soapy herb, there's a perfect day for them to join with others and pile on the hate. If you pile on something, it means you just keep putting everything in a pile until the pile builds up. And so, if you have a pile of hate, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger on February 24th.
好，所以 for those who 对于那些人 those people who 对于那些 hate this soapy herb讨厌这种像肥皂一样吃起来像肥皂一样的这种草本植物的这些人，对这些人来讲呢 there's a perfect day 有一个完美的日子 for them to join with others 可以让他们去加入其他的人 a day for somebody to do something 所以有这么一个完美的日子可以让他们去加入其他的人就其他这个讨厌香菜的人然后呢 pile on the hate pile on 就是往上一直添加一直添加一直添加的意思加很多的意思就往上堆往上堆往上堆好就把他们的对于香菜的恨呢大家尽量堆尽量堆好把它 piled up 这里是 pile on the hate 那这一天是哪一天呢是2月24日
And so this date is celebrated as International I Hate Coriander Day, which is a hilarious name.
Yeah 那这一天呢 is celebrated as 就是被当作什么来庆祝也就是说这一天大家庆祝它那当作什么日子来庆祝呢当作一个国际讨厌香菜日 I hate International I hate Coriander Day 所以这个蛮有趣的一个名字
And then there's a Facebook page that's aptly named. If something is aptly named, it means that the name is really appropriate. And it is because it's just called I Hate Coriander. And this page started in 2013 and soon swelled or grew to 200,000 followers.
好所以呢有一个 Facebook page 就是粉专那 aptly named 就是很贴切的取名为什么什么这个两个字常常就这样放在一起用而且它是被动的所以是 named 所以有一个脸书的粉专呢很贴切的取名为 I Hate Coriander 这样的一个这个粉书脸专呢 started in 2013在2013年成立然后呢很快的它就 swelled 就是膨胀扩大它的这个粉专的人数呢很快的就扩大到20万个这个追踪者所以非常受欢迎
The page became so popular that merchandise, basically products that were displaying people's outright dislike for coriander. Outright is open. Outright dislike is the same as saying open hate. You're like, I'm very clear on that coriander is bad and I don't care if you know it. I outright dislike it. And so this merchandise was being sold on the site. You could be buying I Hate Coriander stuff to display your disdain.
Disdain 就是这个 D-I-S-D-A-I-N Disdain 就是鄙视的很不喜欢所以我们看到他说这个粉专呢 became so popular that 非常受欢迎到什么程度呢Merchandise 一些商品那这商品后面用一个分词片语来修饰它这个商品是什么样 displaying showing 这个商品会展示会显示 people's 人们的 outright dislike outright 就是公开的这个完全公开的这种讨厌 for coriander 所以这些商品呢就是你拿了这商品就是告诉人家我就是恨香菜我要让你知道我就是恨香菜 outright dislike 那这样的一些商品呢这个 was 它的主词是 merchandise being sold 被贩卖 on the site 就在这个网址上面就贩卖这些商品
So out of this Facebook page, the International I Hate Coriander Day was born. So these crazy people were like, yeah, let's make this a whole date for everyone to celebrate.
Yeah, out of 前面是 was born, 所以句子的尾巴那个 was born 后面其实接的应该是 out of， 它只是为了强调，所以把那 out of 整个移到前面来了。所以从这个脸书的粉专呢，这个国际讨厌香菜日就 was born 就这样诞生了。
In Japan, though, people are coriander crazy, so they're the opposite of the I Hate Coriander group.
Yeah, 但在日本呢，人们他们就是为香菜疯狂，叫做 are coriander crazy.So
the country boasts. It means they can talk about how many they have. They have cafes and restaurants that specialize in dishes with coriander. They just like their whole thing is that they've got coriander in their food.
Yeah, 好，所以呢，这个国家就指日本 boasts 就是骄傲的拥有，怎么样呢 ？Cafes 咖啡厅，好咖啡屋，还有呢餐厅 restaurants， 他们怎么样呢 ？Specialize in 就专门制作，就很善于制作。Dishes with coriander 他们善于做这种有香菜的这些菜色
So the herb has found its way into various foods and products. If you find your way into something, it means you kind of sneak in. So I think the person who wrote this is not fond of coriander because he keeps using negative terminology.
Yeah.
So...Oh, Marcus, the herb has found its way into various foods and products, including chips, like potato chips, corn chips, any kind of flat, crispy, crackery thing is a chip. Soups, ramen, la mian, and salads, cheeses, coriander cheese. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Fried eggs. Well, yeah, it's good on fried eggs. Mm-hmm. Spring rolls. You can't have a spring roll without coriander.
Exactly.
And even candles. Suspect. I'm not sure I'd want to smell coriander all day.
所以呢，这个草本植物 this herb 就是指这个香菜呢 has found its way into 就是悄悄的摸进去的那种感觉，就融入进入了，它不知道怎么样跑进了 various foods and products 不同的食物和产品。所以我们看到这个作者用这个 has found its way into， 大概觉得他可能不是很喜欢香菜，因为这有一点负面的感觉，有点偷偷摸摸的感觉。那这些产品这些食物包括什么呢？ Chips 洋芋片 soups 汤 ramen 其实我们要发音要比较像的话应该是念 ramen 不过英文很多人都是念 ramen 拉面 salads 沙拉 cheeses 乳酪或者是 fried eggs 煎蛋 spring rolls 春卷甚至于还有蜡烛里面也有这个香菜味的蜡烛。
And so while some people would never want to eat coriander and would celebrate its demise, they not only don't want to eat it, they would be so happy if coriander never existed again on this planet in any form. Mm-hmm. That's what means they would celebrate its demise. They would dance at its funeral. There are an equal number of folks who want to add it to everything they eat. So there really is a love and hate relationship with coriander.Yeah,
while 虽然有一些人呢 would never want to 他们永远不想要吃这个香菜而且呢他们会 celebrate 会庆祝 its 香菜的 demise 就是死亡这 demise 这个 d 是 away 的意思那个 mise 就是 send S-E-N-D 所以把它 send away 就是走然后你去死吧所以他们会这个庆祝香菜的死亡这个地方讲的是这些人很讨厌但是呢同时另外也有一些 an equal number of 有相同的人数的人呢 folks 就是 people 那他们是怎么样想要把香菜加到 everything they eat 他们吃什么都要加香菜的意思
So we've got some questions for you, 3 of them. Number 1 is, which of the following is not a health benefit of coriander?
好，以下哪一项不是香菜的健康益处
And the answer is B, serving as a spice in cuisines, because that's not a health benefit, that's just a function.
Yeah, 答案是 B, 因为 B 说在料理中作为香料，那香料跟健康是没有关系，它就是调味而已。
Number 2, which of the following is closest in meaning to the word outright in the 3rd paragraph?
好，那以下哪一个跟第3段里面的 outright 的意思最接近呢
？The answer is A, unreserved. It means that without reservations, without limits, you just straight up do it.
答案是 A, 没有保留的。
And number 3, 4 friends are discussing coriander, whose statement is incorrect. Not politically incorrect, just wrong.
所以4个朋友正在讨论香菜，那谁的说法是不正确的呢？
The answer is D. If your friend said, I hate coriander and I have celebrated International I Hate Coriander Day since 2010, you could be like, wrong! That has only been in existence since 2013. You're the spy.
好，所以答案是 D， 因为 D 说我痛恨香菜，从2010年开始就庆祝国际讨厌香菜日。那但是这个国际讨厌香菜日是2013年才开始的，不是2010。好，所以这个答案是错的。
That'd be a good question for 谁是卧底 that game.
Yeah, 卧底，谁是卧底 Yeah.
Okay, so that's all we have for you about coriander. Whether you love it or hate it, we have sadly come to an end in talking about it. But please join us again tomorrow or the next time for more Ivy English. Until then, bye-bye.